Everybody, coming at you with a 2 for Tuesday. The 2 for Tuesday is an open tag brought to us by Tom over at Knife Delights. Be sure you check out his channel, and also he's got a second channel called History Delights. A lot of great information on that as well, so be sure he'll be tagged in probably the subject of this video, so check him out. Tell him BigJ sent you over. What we're going to talk about today is a couple of camp knives. Now, the Western's mine. I've did a video on this before. It's on my Western playlist. I think it's the S901 Camper is this one here. But Jesse McJames had one that he thought was pretty identical to it. And he sent it over for me to check out. He is the Alien Outlaw. He'll be tagged as well in the description. So be sure you check out his channel as well. And again, let him know BigJ sent you. But today we want to look at these camp knives. First, we'll open the Western all the way. This is the S901 Camper. It is a D, so A, B, C, D, 77, 78, 79. So it's a 1980 model because of the D designation on it. Just this is a clean blade. Got this at a knife and gun show. Me and James Stork were at. Up there tooling around like we do. And a guy had this and sold me this in a Tony Bowes tribal lock for like 100 or 110 bucks. I forget what it was, but it was a smoking deal. And then we got this one here. Again, this come from Jesse. I don't know about the year on it, but this is the Kabar 1152 Camper. There's a certain way I needed to open this because, yeah, sometimes these certain tools will get a little tighter than others, especially if you got a blade that's half open or whatnot. Both of them got the bails. If we look, the one difference I see right away is the straight pulls on the Western, where the K-bar has like the cat's eye pulls. But very similar. Got a nice punch here. This is a little duller than the Western, but that Western, man, that's got to be a fragile tip on that thing. The Western does have the, the ringed bolsters, where this just has regular bolsters on it. The Western's got the blank shield where the K-bar's got the actual K-bar in it. Let's look at the back springs here. Pretty identical. Not gonna lie there. You know, I always thought that maybe this was made by Camillus, but I know Western did have their factory fired up in 1980s, so you know, Camillus is always known for those straight nail pulls, but I'm going to put some information. Probably let's put it. Let's move these here. Let's put the information over here. The S901S Camper's knife. It's a 5-tool in one knife. General purpose. Master blade, leather punch, can opener, and screwdriver with bottle cap lifter. Stainless steel blades and springs. Stag pattern Delrin handle, nickel silver bail. The length closed is, man, I want to say 3 5/8. It's hard to read. A leather belt snap. Now, I didn't get this with the leather belt snap, but I know Jersey Knife Guy has one. It has the box and that leather snap ring. It's nice. So, guys, check out his channel if you want to see an absolute smoke show. Now, as far as the K-bar, now I just have a little bit of information on this, and let's put these up here, and we'll put the information down here at the bottom because it's long. So, a guy says this is one of his all-time favorite scout knives. This is off of Blades forum thread. The K-bar 1152 is the epitome of post-World War II era camp knife. Thick and deeply knurled Delrin scales, carbon steel tools and blade. Scoop awl, claw can opener, bail, long flathead screwdriver, and a cap lifter. And a nice full main blade that's thinly ground. The 1152 was made by K-bar by Camillus, and is almost identical to the Camillus 99 camp knife, except the 1152's nicer than usual Delrin covers and blade stamp. These knives are relatively easy to find on the secondary market, new in box, and at relatively reasonable prices. I do agree with that. Like, if you see these out, you know, one like this with a little bit of Teeners on it, I'd expect you pick this up for anywhere between $35 and $45, I would assume. Now this one right here, the guy wanted like 60 or 70 for it, but it's, you know, this is pretty minty. It just didn't have the leather snap ring on it, but he knew I was definitely a Western fan. But let's let's just close these up and kind of compare. Man, both of them got some snappability, don't they? Holy smokes. Now we look at the Western, and it looks like it's got a very full blade. It's got this very thick spear point blade. Now this is a spear point as well, but it's thinner. It's not as tall. So I mean, there's a little bit of difference. As far as total length, they look like they're identical in total length. You know, they're probably both 3 5/8 inch knives. The blade lengths are going to be dang near identical. It's just this one here is just a little more beefier. A little more beefier of a knife. As far as the blade goes, as far as the overall thickness of the handle and everything, I mean, you ain't going to know. You got hands the size of mine, you ain't going to notice much of a difference at all in either one of these. But if you look at the K-bar, it does have the 1152 down there. And it does have a USA below the 1152 as well. There's the Western. It's got the S901D. The S901 is the model number. I think the S stands for stainless probably. The D is the year. And then you got the Western over the USA right down there. Again, a 1980 knife here. Just in fantastic shape. The only problem is the bail it's a little cattywampus. But I don't want to mess with that. So we're just going to leave her alone. Now let's look at the other tools here and compare them. The Western, again, you see that long straight nail pull on that. Well, this right here has more of a sweep to it with that cat's eye. It just looks like the tools on the Western are just a little bit bigger. Let's look at this one. Let's look at the old screwdriver here. Now this is maybe where the K-bar is going to outdo itself here. Look at how much longer. This actually looks like a real flathead screwdriver, where this is just a stubby. I don't know, you got more of the top lifter down here, more of a grab to it, but you know, are we really opening bottles anymore with one of these? If it comes to using a screwdriver, I'm picking this one over this one. I mean, this right here, you could probably change a receptacle with this, where this is, man, it's kind of thick on the end and short, stubby. This is more of my jam. This is more of my jam. Not gonna lie, I love Westerns, but the K-bar beat it out on that one right there. Let's look at the awl. Now I do know the awl on the Western is sharp. That is. And Kirby Creek Outfit even told me on Mo over there, he's like, you know, these are real fragile. The other ones, I think the earlier models are more blunt, like this one here. This is a true scoop awl, kind of a blunter tip, where this isn't going to snap as easy. So this is just hypodermic. I don't know. I mean, are you giving vaccines with this thing? What are you doing with it? This right here is more of a usable awl, because I have a feeling this would snap pretty easy. So when it comes to the tools, it looks like, you know, blade and can opener would probably give it to the Western, where the awl and the screwdriver will give it to the K-bar. How's that? You know, I love Westerns, and you guys probably thought I was going to choose something different. That does look like the Western blade 2, the Western knife, is a little bit taller. A little bit thicker in stature than the K-bar. So this is going to take up a little more room in your pocket, but I mean, if you had that leather snap ring thing, you wouldn't really have to worry about that, would you? Or you could just get someone to make you a slip. Matter of fact, let's see how it even. Let me get the GEC here. Let's just take it out of there. Let's see how one of these fit. See, perfect. Look at that. You just pull that up. Winner, chicken dinner, huh? Yep. So there. If I ever carry these, I'll just use this slip that I use for my GEC 71 by SD Leatherworks. Alright guys, there's a look at 2 camp knives. Which one would you choose? You know, we said the K-bar, you know, it's 2 for 2. 2 winning tools on this, 2 winning tools on this. Huh. Both are going to get the job done, I believe. And don't forget about RDS wood turning and acrylics. Check him out for all your Specialty needs, you can do pins, toothpick holders, keychains, charms, all kinds of stuff. Here's a look at like what the pin looks like. So just a little example of what he can do. He's all over the web, and we know that because on the back of the card right there. So if you guys want to pause this, get the information, screenshot it, whatever you want to do. He's got also a phone number and a Gmail down here. So be sure you check him out. A lot of good things coming out of his shop there. And again, we want to thank Jesse for sending the knife over, and we want to thank Tom at Knife Delights for this great open tag. Now, as far as a happy hour knife chat this weekend, it's just going to be myself and Kevin. We are having a little bit of scheduling difficulties, but we're going to do the March Madness giveaway, and just our normal. It's just going to be me and him this weekend. So, yeah, the March Madness giveaway with the knife, the slip from Richter, the case knife from Kent Smith, and then Georgia Adventure sent me some items, so we're throwing in one of those, and we're throwing in an RDS thing in the March Madness giveaway as well. So, we had a lot more stuff come in over the past month, so let's take a lot more and send it out. All right, guys, hey, like, subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know what you think about these two great tools, and don't forget to check out all the channels that I've mentioned here. All right, guys, like, subscribe, leave me a comment.